stand by to listen to a career podcast from the College of Media and Publishing. Don't forget we have online courses in proofreading, journalism, writing and marketing. Visit our website for full course details. You'll find us at collegeofmediaandpublishing.co.uk. There you can also download our brochure and claim a free copy of our ebook called Career Booster. Once again, that's all at collegeofmediaandpublishing.co.uk.
My name's Clellan Tom, and the subject of this podcast is proofreading your own work. And I guess that's something that we all have to do, both at work and at home, and particularly in our studies. Whichever sphere of business, writing, journalism that we work in these days, it's important that our work is accurate when we send it out. And that particularly applies for journalists and copywriters, where accuracy is absolutely fundamental. Now, if we work in a bigger office, the chances are that there's a proofreading system set up where someone else reads your work and you read theirs. And that's the ideal. Basically, it's not brilliant to proofread your own work. I always recommend that you don't if there's an alternative. As you probably know, none of us can see our own faults. You ask your partner that, and the same thing applies to proofreading. But sometimes we do have to proofread our own work and just get on with it. But I found there are a few techniques that we can use that will help us get it accurate. Now, my first tip would be to print the work if you possibly can and read it on paper. That may not be possible, you may not have a printer, but printing will always be more accurate when it comes to proofreading than reading on screen, quite simply because our eyes work 30% more efficiently on paper than they do on screen, and the resolution of screen documents isn't as clear. So printing is always the ideal, and you'll be able to confirm that yourself probably. How many times have you checked through a letter on your computer screen, decided it was perfect, then you print it out, and as soon as it hits the print tray you notice a couple of typos straight away? So printing is always the best option if possible. But if that isn't possible and we've got to read on screen, then there's a few things we can do that can help our eyes tune in more accurately. I think the main problem with on-screen or paper is that you've been looking at that document for so long that your eyes get so familiar with it that you can't actually see the mistakes that are there. So the fundamental point is to try and vary what you see, change it somehow. And that can be done first of all by sitting at a different desk, for instance. Swap desks with a colleague and read it on their computer. I find even the break in an environment like that can help. Or you could use a different room. Swap with a colleague in the office downstairs and read it there. I think it's crucial to take a break before you read it, if you possibly can. Whether you're going to read it on paper or on screen, if you can leave even 20 minutes, half an hour, preferably longer, before you proofread it, your eyes and your memory will have forgotten what it looks like, and you'll be more receptive to seeing the mistakes. So that's another issue there that you could try. If you're checking your own work on screen and you've got no option to print it, then you could change the font. That makes it look different. You could make the font bigger, smaller, or put it in a different typeface. That can just highlight the errors. Remember though to switch it back again to what it was, otherwise you might have corrected all the errors but the document will be in all the wrong fonts and size and everything else, so do change it back. Similarly, you could change the background colour of the document that you're reading. again, it brings a bit of difference to it that can just make the mistakes stand out. Another alternative is to turn all the print white, so you've literally got white on a white background, and then if you highlight it all, then the type then will actually appear in a different type of format, different colour, and you might be able to see the mistakes more clearly that way. I found one thing that works when you're proofing on screen is if you've created a Word document or something like that, if you convert it into a PDF and read that, I find that I spot mistakes quickly on the PDF that I missed in Word. You might find that works. You should have a PDF converter as part of your PC or laptop. If you haven't, you can download a free one. If you Google Qt PDF converter, that's CUTE, then you'll be able to find out where the free download is. So they're just some of the things that I try when I've got to proofread my own work. As I say, it's best if you don't, but all these things, or a combination of them, they can all help. So I hope that's been useful to you. Try some of them out, and do email me if you think of any others.
Thanks for listening. Check out our website for more free downloadable podcasts at collegeofmediaandpublishing.co.uk. There you'll also find more information about the online courses we run in proofreading, journalism, writing and marketing. For full details, go to collegeofmediaandpublishing.co.uk.